Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56, 12. Here we go. Roar. Check safety.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, yellow lady. 50. Double. Hey, easy. Max 50. Cut. 36.
Mike 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Ready, set.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Seattle.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
On second down and 4, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 15, easy, opposite. Here we go. 50. Mike. Hey, wahoo. 50's the Mike.
We on.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check the backer. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Nice 50. Rudolph Porker.
Babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hey, easy.
Staying open.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Check.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 31. Easy, opposite.
He's crashing.
80 weapon. Switch. Here, 21.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now here's Michael Dixon. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Harris now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On the ground, this is Kamara. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the air.
6-6, pull it high.
Check. Over.
From the 41, Breeze, and Thomas has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Breeze, that's caught, it's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You. Hey, alert. Joker. Check. Fresno. Hop on. Zebra.
Now Wilson to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Front left, front left.
54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready, yellow lady. 5-9. Watch the pass. Here we go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We're good, we're good. Mike 4, ready.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's got a first down past the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Deeper. Good guys, 4 down. Mike 5-4.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Run left. Nice, sweetheart. Mike's 5-4.
Yeah, that's what I do.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Here's Breeze. Again has it complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a game of 20. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Take 0-0-0. Go. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day, punt.
14.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson. As time expires in the first half, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Four down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Good guys, four down. Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Mike 5-4.
Alert.
It's a party now.
Good.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You got it.
A 3-yard pickup.
Check. Watch 54.
And it's getting them home.
Watch safety three.
Alert.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Reload.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On third down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Harris to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike 56, right there, 56.
On first down, Wilson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. Do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Silver. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 26. Check 26. Check 43.
They run. Lynch. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch. 59 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, 75 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks first down.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Oh, here we go. Oh. 54.
Now Wilson on first down.
What we got?
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run this with Homer. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Touch Missy. Mike 54. Mike 54. I got wide. Undercrunch right there. Undercrunch.
This is Homer. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check tight.
Going on the ground with Homer. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Homer, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? Blue dance, blue dance.
On 1st down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion, we're just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey. Mike's 7.
Get off the field, D. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
Breeze to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Demario Davis there on the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep pounding here with Ledge. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Mike 54.
Watch the slant.
Shoot. 36 power.
Watch out.
On first down, Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Mike 5-4. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
14, find it.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, one side.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flushed out right.
Come on, D.
He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and a yard. Breeze eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Ricky. Mike 56.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Lynch, and he gets it down to the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch the screen.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
Go 14. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
54 check. Switch.
12. Cut.
Check, Mike.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Nice get.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
Be ignored.